Reading and writing in college generally demand more from you than high school did. Let's talk about reading first. Reading for the gist is one way to read. It's helpful to read for the gist when you're reading a textbook, anything for the first time, and almost anything else. It's not a bad strategy, but it's not enough for W131. In W131, you also need to read for details. That means reading an essay for W131 twice. That can be tough when you feel like this. But the essays you'll read for this class are essays you'll write about. You need to see the details, such as extreme, unclear, or ambiguous language, missing information or assumptions, and repeated or contrasted words or ideas. Reading for the details is analytical reading. You must be able to read analytically before you can write analytically. Another way of putting this is that you need to become conversant with whatever you're reading. That is, you need to ask questions about a text and use a text to ask questions. Anything that you read to write about, any text, is something that you should read for both the gist and for the details. That is, something you should read at least twice. One key reading strategy that will help you focus on the details is annotation. While you read, you should annotate. You can annotate any way you want. This is one way to do it. What's most important about annotating a reading is that it makes sense to you. Now let's talk about writing. Your professors, both in this class and in others, expect you to write analytically. That is, they expect you to analyze a reading, make an insightful, non-obvious claim, and support your claim with reasons and evidence. In a word, they expect you to argue. Imagine your reader as someone who's curious and wants to know more about a claim you make. You'll provide evidence, details and reasons, to show that your claim is plausible. In some assignments, you'll consider the limitations of your claim or objections that a reader might have to it. That sounds like a lot. It is. Just remember, take it bird by bird by bird. After all, so to review, we talked about reading first for the gist, then reading again for the details. That allows you to become conversant with a text. Remember also to annotate, that is, write notes on your text, so that you can use your annotations to write analytically.